Disregarding question. If I like study this, should I be like good?
I'll help with that part at least.
What's the hardest part? What would you say?
The last couple few questions.
Very good.
What if you like got rid of like the hard
Rhombus
ones?
and cat are the same.
You just say so about.
Diagonal, diagonal 2 over 2.
That song's good, but I also hate it, you know? Cause it like made me feel like
Okay.
I
guess we'll go green. What's the area of a rectangle, or how do we find it?
Base times height.
Base times height. Squared.
Side squared or base
Side
times.
squared. This is also base times height. Parallelogram.
Base times height.
Base times height. Triangle.
Base times height over 2.
Divided by 2. Trapezoid.
base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times height. Yeah.
There's more than one way to write that formula. That worksheet, the formula sheet has a different way, and our book has another way, and that's the way I like though. Okay, let's go up here to rhombus.
Diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 over 2.
Technically it is also base times height. The book just didn't ask questions where you had the base and height on the rhombus. Kite?
Diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 over 2.
Circumference. What does circumference mean?
It means the outside perimeter.
Distance around the circle. It's like perimeter, yeah. Circumference is
2 pi
2r pi or
diameter pi.
diameter pi. Area?
Circumference, pi squared.
Pi squared. Regular polygon. You guys know what that means?
Yeah.
Like a multi-sided polygon, many sides usually.
Why didn't
But they're all equal.
They're all equal sides.
1 AP.
Botham perimeter. Okay, so on the next section, I didn't put any like fill in the blank for the special triangles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have those special triangles up on the board. So what are the sides? What's the ratio of the sides for 45, 45, 90?
1 square root of 2.
Yeah.
And a 30, 60, 90.
1
Square root of 3.
Okay, so it looks like that. So I'm just gonna have these two triangles on the board.
Yeah.
So it's 1 square root of 2. So you guys have to know how to use them though. You have to know what these mean.
So you're gonna keep all those.
Yeah. Alright, so for example, number 10 is 45, 45, 90. So we have to find the missing sides. Did we grade the big book assignment? Yeah, we did. Girls, did you turn in 3?
Yeah.
Here's the final.
No. Do I keep it?
You can throw it away. One thing about finishing a semester, you don't have to really do it.
One thing about what?
Finishing the semester, you don't have to do it when you're grown.
Yeah, we also do it.
You're not going to be tested on it next semester. There's no year test, there's only semester test.
I was like, there's no finals?
grades are locked in. Those are the grades will be on your high school transcript for your college to look at. Your semester grade.
So wait, when do you divide again? When do you tell?
If you're going up to a larger side, you should be multiplying, right? It gets bigger. So for example, if you go from a leg to the hypotenuse on a 45, 45, 90, it's square root of 2 times bigger. So you times square root of 2. If you're going down from the hypotenuse to the leg, it's divided by square root of 2.
Oh,
And you're
that's the
gonna
same
keep that
thing.
up for tomorrow?
Yes.
Is that the same thing with the other?
Yes. And so if you're going from like the 1 to the square root of 3, you multiply. If you're going from the square root of 3 to 1, you divide.
So if you up
Basically, James, so what I would do, so let's say, so you see that one on the board, you see how it's, let's look at the 45, 45, 90. You see how it looks like this? If it were to look like this, I would just either draw it the correct way and copy all the numbers, or I'll try to like flip it in my mind and then go from top to bottom. Because it could be like, it could look like this.
Right.
It could be wrong. So just like redraw it the correct way. I low-key was scared to take the test after Christmas break, but now that we've gone through like the whole week and I've recuperated my memory, I'm actually excited.
You're back in it.
Oh yeah.
So, do you need it to be a decimal?
These ones we don't really want decimals. Okay. So on number 10, if one leg is 7, the other leg is 7. If the legs are 7, the hypotenuse is 7 times square root of 2, or 7 square root of 2. So you don't really need that calculator.
I've been doing weird stuff.
There is actually on this 11 a nice calculator would come handy. Because how do you go from the hypotenuse to the leg on a 45, 45, 90? You divide by square root of 2. So when we went from leg to hypotenuse, we multiplied by square root of 2. So on this one, it's the opposite. You have to divide it by the square root of 2. Which does not come out nicely. Basically, you get rid of the square root by multiplying the top and bottom by the square root of 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So it's 3 square root of 2.
Do all the calculators in there?
No, that one doesn't.
This one?
Does not do it. Only the white ones where it can have somebody's like borrowed one of them.
I thought there was like 2.
I used to have more, but people just walk off with them.
That's stealing.
Yeah, that's not right. Okay, so if x is 3 square root of 2, then y is 3 square root of 2.
Jay, if you need help later, if you need help later,
No, I understand. I just need like a better calculator. At least right now.
What I think most helpful on Mr. Jordan is the irregular formula for like the 1/2.
Regular polygon.
Yeah.
I didn't do much with that on this test. I think I made the test a little bit on the easy side, but some people will probably still struggle with it.
Wesleyan Christian School. Wesleyan Christian
Thank you for it. That is very well. It would be so funny. No, it's not. Any quarters of my friend. Would you go? Corey knows it would be fine. It would be really good. No, that's too good. I can't. It's because you guys are freshmen. You don't think logically. Because I think logically.
Yeah.
You notice how my life is stress-free. You notice how I'm doing fine. And I don't have any
Hey, boys, stop.
Yeah, you can't stop.
We're all gonna cover of that song.
Your life would be so stress-free if you wanted.
Okay, so if the short leg is 5, this is the short leg, and it goes with, like this one. How do I go to the long leg? Times square root of 3. So 5 is the long leg. It's backwards from that picture over there, but it would be 5 square root of 3.
It makes me so happy when I understand stuff.
If the short leg is 5, the hypotenuse is what?
Times 2.
Times 2,
10.
10.
So you're going from long leg to short.
Do you understand,
So
Jason?
you're going from long
I
leg.
do.
The hypotenuse is always going to be
The next
twice
question.
as long as
Mr. Jordan.
Well, I meant like, well, I would have to like draw it.
Okay, so on this one, 24 is the what side?
Long side. Hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse. This one. So how do we go from the hypotenuse to the short leg?
Trade in.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Well, we're going, so we're doing that, so you're dividing.
Yeah. Divided by what?
Divide by,
The board.
what?
Okay.
No, what's the long side?
So we're basically going from here to here, 2 to 1. So
Oh,
it's half as big, so it's divided by 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. Then how do you go from the short leg to the long leg? Times by square root of 3. So it's 12 square root of 3.
You think it'll ever be like not what it is?
Not what it is.
Well, like, cause like it goes 12 times square root of 3 equals 12 square root of 3. So you think it'll ever be like
No.
a different number?
No, you can't. Those don't simplify it. 12 square root of 3 just means 12 times square root of 3. You can multiply, you could do square root of 3 times square root of 12 is square root of 36. But you can't really do some normal numbers like rational numbers times square roots. Irrational numbers, they don't mix well.
Okay.
Okay, number 14 is just find the missing side of the triangle. So what would we have to do on that one? Is it a special triangle?
It's a yes.
No,
It's a,
it's not a special triangle. They don't tell you any of the angles.
wait, what's the special triangle again?
30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90.
Oh, okay. So it is one of those, but we don't know yet.
So how do we find the missing side?
A squared
We
plus
just
b
know.
squared equals c squared.
Yes, Pythagorean theorem, yes. A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Not b squared. I won't. Liar. You're literally lying. I'm listening to you. Liar. You're literally lying. I won't. I'm not gonna help you. She's such a liar, Mr. Jordan.
You're a liar and a cheat.
No, I'm not really.
Where did you guys get this one?
Timmy, are you sure?
It's a wall.
It's a wall. It's actually from the cooties.
But we're gonna put Timmy on the other wall, just cause,
Mr. Jordan.
you know, you guys can talk.
We don't want your
Here.
Mr. Jordan.
People have a female persuasion.
Exactly. Mr. Jordan gets us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better not, because I'll actually be mad at you. No one counts me. Good try. I'll genuinely be mad at you.
Okay, so 5 squared. And what's our last step?
Square.
Square root.
Square root.
Square root.
Square root. X equals
X equals 125.
square root of 125, which is 5 square root of 5.
Yeah, because I saw you looking over my shoulder.
So just to get it wrong, she didn't do it.
I needed a little bit of assistance. No, I didn't get it wrong, I just didn't finish it. So she wanted to see my answer.
Nope. 44.9.
But at least a little salty today. Because Emily's not being smart.
So, Emily, do you know why it's square root of 125?
Yes, because it's 2 x squared, you have to square root it
Right.
to get the squared away.
Okay. How would 15 set up? Anybody? It's not just Emily.
X squared
Oh,
plus
fire, like.
plus 3.3 squared equals 6.7.
Okay, so this one sets up a little bit differently, right? The two legs, the two shorter sides should add up to the longer side. So x squared plus 3.3 squared equals 6.7 squared.
Wait, why did it say that?
Because the hypotenuse is in a different spot. On 14, the hypotenuse was missing. So that's the x over there.
Finding the.
On this one, the leg is missing, but we know the hypotenuse. So it looks like that.
You better not. No, actually you didn't. No, I swear.
I can't really do this one in my head. What?
How many questions were on the test?
Like 26 or
How would you put this in on a calculator? Wait.
Can you not square first and then subtract?
well, yeah, if you plug it in the calculator like this, the calculator squares it first. It does order of operations.
Wait,
It does square it first and then subtracts.
it's fine. If you do-
And then, of course, since it's x squared, whatever comes out right there, you have to square root it, right? So if you get an answer that's like 30 or something, you know something's wrong, because these are only like 6 and 3. So your answer should be, I think this came out as like 3.4, something like that. 3.14?
No, I'm just kidding.
3.4, I think.
Wait,
Or is that wrong? I don't remember.
I got 6.698.
I got 5.8.
I got 34, but I hadn't
Okay,
squared.
it could be 5.8.
Square root.
It's
Square root of 34.
Yeah, 5.8.
yeah.
Well, these are decimals, though.
Square root is 34.
Yeah.
I got square root.
Oh wait, I get it. Okay.
Oh, roughly 34. Oh, that's okay.
I got square root of 34.
Okay, was it 5.8?
Yeah.
So, I got square
I
root.
think the other class did it wrong because I never plug it in the calculator.
10.
I got square root of 34.
I still got 6.9.
I got 10.
This came out exactly as 34.
Just
What are
Josh.
the odds of that?
No, that came out as
I'm just
44.
I'm just-
Eight,
I'm just
nine.
Josh.
Yeah,
I-
I came out
I mean, when you
44.89.
subtract these two.
Oh, yeah, it was 34.
Wow, that's random. I made these numbers up.
You said it probably won't be. So on the test, it doesn't matter if it's in square root or decimal?
Well, this one will probably
Yeah,
won't.
it's square.
The one on the test probably won't come out nicely. It was just a coincidence on this one.
Wait.
But like,
How'd you guys get
technically in
34
square
again?
root form, is it?
Well, I'm
oh.
saying it'll be like square root
You
of
get it now?
like
That's wrong.
12.7 or something.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to leave that as a square root. So it just
How do you change it on the calculator?
decimal.
Get a different one.
My calculator.
If the answer was square root of 34, yeah, you could just leave it like that. I don't know. Okay, we're finally to find the area. Find the area. Yeah, okay.
Cold. Tired. What?
Do you want us to put units?
Yeah, if I didn't label, you can put unit squared. Okay, so for a square, you just do base times height. What'd that come out to? Okay, so since I didn't label it, the test actually does label it. We can just put unit squared.
All I heard you say was 6, and then you stopped it. I was like,
7, 6, 2, 2, 1.
So rectangle, what do we do?
Link times height.
2.5 times h. I think this is 20.
Yep. Yep. Sure is. Sure is.
Mr. Jordan, you are so smart.
Mhm.
I want to grow up to be like you.
I do.
When you were a kid,
Hey, sorry, I
you
already
were
forgot. How many questions did you
The
say?
amount of
Something?
times.
26.
26,
This is a polygon, right? So it's based
It's a
on
polygon.
It's a parallelogram.
I'm in parallel.
Base times height. So I put a lot of easy ones on here.
So what's the hard part you're thinking of?
The last 3. So I don't think they're that hard, but you might have to study.
Yeah, but you're Mr. Jordan.
I made these.
Smartest.
I made the test a lot easier than the chapter review.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Thank you so much. I'm struggling on that chapter.
Smartest man in Oklahoma.
Yep. That right there is a true fact right there.
Mr. Jordan.
Do you believe that, Mr. Jordan?
No.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
You are the smartest man. Do you think you're the smartest man in the school?
Probably not.
The smartest math-wise at this school?
Well, yeah, maybe. At least for now.
For now and ever. Except for Timmy. Timmy's pretty smart. He's also a bad boy too.
He gets bad grades on purpose, even though he could get straight A's.
He skipped the math final.
Exactly. Just because he failed back in.
Okay. On 19, what do we do different on triangles?
Base times height divided by 2.
Divide by 2. So 8 times 5.4 divided by 2. Be 20 plus 1.6.
I'll do that.
Bad boy, entrepreneur. Accomplished writer.
Prisoner, escape convict,
Motorcycle rider.
adoption
Stuntman.
person.
Yes, don't
He
mean.
played Fortnite with me past 12 a.m.
Whoa!
There was a kid.
Whoa now,
There was
buddy.
a kid.
Stayed up past
There
your
was,
bedtime.
there was a hey, to help me kid.
I hopped
Make a
on
wish
and all I
kid,
could hear was
alright?
Forrest
And the
Gump.
only thing this Make a Wish kid wanted was to play Fortnite with Spider-Man. You know what Timmy did? He made an account that was named Spider-Man. okay, got on and won the game for this kid.
Where is this in there?
Seconds later,
You did.
the trooper decides on a golf ball.
What?
I mean,
What did?
but he went out with a bang because he got to play Spider-Man.
Did it save his life?
Spider-Man.
Well, technically, you didn't play with him. You just watched him play. Still, you watched him get a win.
Oh,
Why did you
oh.
save this kid's life?
At the JV game, when he scored a bucket, he did the too little. He did. I saw.
I did do that.
See?
The kid was like that tall.
He almost got teed up, but
No, I didn't.
Wait, what did you do?
I hope nobody saw that.
He scored over a short kid and
Yeah, I did score over
That
there.
poor
That's
kid was probably
great.
like dying.
That's literally insane to me.
Wait, what's the diameter? What was the diameter again?
the long one. So, what's the area formula for a circle?
G times or G
Pi r
pi?
squared.
Pi r squared.
I forgot.
What is the radius? What's the r on this one?
16.
8.
Oh.
Okay, 16 because it's in the middle, it's the diameter. So the radius must be 8. So we have to do 8 squared times pi. So I don't really care if you leave the pi in the answer or you multiply it out. So you can do 64 pi or
You just growl at me.
64 times pi and change it to a decimal.
Can we just growl at me? For my calculator, please. Oh.
So on the test, we can put 64 pi m squared.
Yes. But I wouldn't because that's not the answer to the test.
What? Something wrong?
I'm just saying it's a different problem. But
He's saying like not
Same
64,
concept.
but like something pi
yeah,
m squared.
yeah.
I like to work at home. If I can see it better. My dog.
Should
Okay, trapezoid.
Oh my gosh, I have
Should you know it would make our perfect gift. For Christmas. I'm just saying.
Merry Christmas. Have you showed Timmy that?
Timmy would get scarred for life.
For Christmas.
For a little bit. Keep going, Paxton. That was beautiful.
You know what I did on the packet, but probably shouldn't do again, but it was still right.
Yeah.
I did like, I solved the area of the triangle and then I did the area of that thing.
What?
You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? And then I added them
You
together.
did the triangle area plus the whatever,
Yeah.
like a rectangle or something. Yeah, that could work on certain cases. Okay, so what's the area formula for a
Base 1 plus base 2 divided times height divided, yeah.
Okay, so 3.2 plus 5.4, whatever that is, divided by 2 times by
9?
Got it, 62.
what we
Yeah,
get.
62. 9.46.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I did it
You
right.
see mine?
Is it supposed to be raining all day?
No, it's supposed to be
You're
snowing
supposed
in
to-
back.
I don't know where you got
Supposed
that.
to stop any next hour or two.
2 8 yield, then that's still good.
That's why I didn't put a point for it.
Ain't no handouts for nobody.
They offer me nothing.
I forgot the point.
I said,
Is it raining?
don't worry. You guys
Probably.
got
I'm
A
a
little bit.
stop.
There's a little bit of water running down
And
the
look at you what you want since I was on top.
Shout out to my pops big free
Everything, every toll.
Okay, 22 is a what?
A kite.
Kite. So what do we do? with the-
Diameter 1, or I meant, sorry, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2.
over 2.
Overdose.
Yes.
So white.
So what are the diagonals?
12 times 15 times 2.
No,
360.
divide by 2.
I meant divide by 2. Whoopsie.
Or 60.
90.
Thank you.
blue.
anything in the world, what would it be?
I don't know. Fancy house maybe.
Probably chicken.
Fancy house.
I'd get cars.
I wouldn't want it to be very big though.
I'd get a Skyline.
Yeah, for real. I would just get like a
Wait,
car.
you would get a what, Mr. Jordan? I get you.
I get a McLaren. I'm a McLaren.
I
Oh,
did.
this is
Skyline.
This is
Skyline or
the
Mark
last
4,
one.
Mark 2.
Huh?
Skyline or Mark 2? Super Mark 2.
You get
Oh.
12.
Skyline or Super?
I'm
Is
getting
this
one.
the hardware?
And
$1
then you get 12
Oh,
because
God.
these are the nine.
Yeah.
Is this considered low?
Man.
This is why you said it was hard.
No, it's not. It really isn't that hard because
Yeah.
they
Okay,
give,
everyone shut up. I don't pay me for the year.
they give you the apothem, so it's not that hard. But what's the formula though?
1/2 AP.
Awesome times per year.
Okay, so if you know that, that makes this really easy, actually. I did the easier version of this problem.
What is in an apothem?
What is the apothem?
That thing, the line that goes
The line that goes from the center to the edge, so it's the 8.4. What is the perimeter?
12 times
12 times
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
6.
Okay, okay.
2 IQ.
No, I didn't see the 12 right there. I was looking in here.
Mr. Mr. Reeves.
Who's this not
Mr.
here?
Mr. Reeves. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
Shh, hey, Axton. Enough.
Does it come out in a decimal?
It's 802.4.
Yeah, I guess so.
I got 309.6.
At
Or
4,
you're
you're
2.4.
Who's wrong?
you.
Oh shoot. Where did I go wrong?
What did I do?
Hit the wrong button.
Wait,
What did I do?
wait, give me a second, Mr. J.
I can't read my own writing. That's 6 inches, that's what that says.
How do you know?
I don't know how I did my calculator actually.
Oh, I did 21 times 6.
Mr. Jordan, for once in my life, my calculator actually got it correct.
Congratulations.
You really spent $100 on this?
Yes, and I regret it.
That's so
Because I'm
sad.
an idiot.
It's just a calculator.
Well,
And I
it
agree.
does a lot of stuff the others don't, but we don't really need that stuff.
Yeah, I think this was made for like college. Go to college.
You can use it in high school, but
But it doesn't do.
I'd have to teach it to you. Okay, shh. 24. Find the area of that whole thing.
But the whole thing,
You do the triangle first.
you're gonna give me a second.
This is supposed to say 6 inches. That's what that says.
Six inches, okay.
Shh, Paxton, be quiet. Alright, so for the triangle, what do we need to do?
6 times 8 over 2.
6 times 8 divided by 2. 6 times 8 divided by 2. So 6 times 8 divided by 2 is 24. So that's the triangle. The square is
64.
8 times 8, 64. So altogether we have
88 inches.
Squared.
Yes. Square. Oh, me. Square.
okay.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Miss Jordan, now explain to me, what is this?
This one's easy.
Uh-oh.
Basically,
Where did you pull this
you
out?
take the apothem.
White.
We did some of these, but I didn't.
That was
I kind of stopped before we did it on the chapter review because it was at the end. You basically, so we're looking for this area in here. You do the circle area. So how do we do circle area?
R squared.
Pi r squared. So what's the radius?
5.
Okay, and then you take times the fraction that we're actually using. What fraction of the circle are we actually using?
0.6.
60 out of
Uh-huh.
360.
So 10, 6.
So you multiply that times 60 out of 360.
Oh, wait,
Answer's
never mind.
180. Wait. So you multiply that times 5 squared times 5?
Yeah. Should come out as, if you don't do the pi decimal thing, should come out as 25 pi over 6.
Is there like a formula or something? Like,
Yes, it's pi r squared times theta over 360. Theta just means,
is like what they give you?
theta is the central angle. This thing right
They'll
here.
give that on the test, right?
Yeah.
We're done.
No, we're not
Go to
done.
26. Where's that thing? What?
What do we got there?
Wait, how did that get that?
I forgot to label it. Unit squared.
Why is
Pi r squared times 60 over 360.
So we have one more left? Or is that all?
Yeah.
Man, that was ages ago.
Oh, not this one. This one's a weird one on the test.
We had one of those on the review.
On one of the assignments. On that one, it was like number
The brain's
14.
starting to hurt there.
Maybe, I don't remember. I think number 10 was.
What happened here?
What are we doing? Trying to find the area or something?
Yeah, find the area.
Yeah.
Okay, what information are we missing to find the area?
Dubious.
The height.
We split it down the middle. Then it comes out 36 and 90.
Okay, if I draw the height in, that's 90. What's this angle?
30. No, 60.
60. Because an equilateral triangle, the three angles are the same. 180 divided by 3 is 60. So we got 30, 60, 90. So if this is 8, what's this right here?
4.
4.
If this is 4, what's this right here?
4 square root of 3.
4 square root of 3. It's like right here. 4 square root of 3.
Oh, I see.
This is 4, this is 8, but we already knew that. This is 4, this is 8. This is 4 square root of 3. That's the height. Okay, so how do I find the area?
4 square root of 3 times 6. No, times 4.
No.
Times base.
Square root
Oh,
of
times
3
8. Times 8.
Times 8.
Over 2.
There's an echo in this classroom.
I'm actually just telling them the answer, and then they're saying it, and then I'm trying, and then we're like giving me enough time to say it again.
What?
It's nice of you to let them have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's base times height divided by 2.
16 square root of 2.
Centimeters. Where?
Can you scroll up a little bit to the one before that?
Like 24, 25.
25.
I actually feel pretty gosh darn good about this case.
Except for like the last part.
No, even I.
Well, we can start off the